I capture my own personal sense of purpose in life as I show people a radical new way to organize power. And it's actually done in every team. So this isn't just a approach that happens at the top. It's giving you a distributed way to run an organization. So every team is involved in organizing the work of that team, the processes, policies, and roles of that team, instead of looking to the management hierarchy to provide that. And that different way is a language that it gives you for how to describe a role. And unlike a job description, a role is much smaller. It's not your whole job. It's one piece of work, one discrete function. And you might fill 20 roles in the company. You might fill 20 roles in multiple teams in different parts of the company even. I fill a blogger role. It's something I do for maybe once a month. It's a little tiny piece of work. It's one role. I fill a spokesperson role. That's the one I'm here in today. I fill a trainer role. Lots of different roles. But when you have a role, you have real authority. We have people we've just brought into my organization that have real authority for something that I can't counteract. Doesn't matter if I'm a founder. Doesn't matter if you used to carry the CEO title. One of the fun parts of my job when I get to coach companies in Holacracy is sometimes to remind the CEO when he jumps in and gives some direction to hold back and say, wait, remember, you don't have the authority to make that decision anymore. You don't have the authority to tell that person what to do, or even what you expect of them, because you have to use the governance process just like everyone else for that. And when they fill a role, they have the authority to use their judgment to get the job done within any constraints we've defined through the governance process. So if you want a constraint, you have to go through a due process to get it. You can't just jump in and demand things anymore. It's a really interesting shift. The default is if you're trying to serve a purpose, go be autonomous, be an entrepreneur, make stuff happen. You have the authority to do anything that makes sense to you. Unless there's an explicit rule against it, and we will create those as we learn together what constraints we need to honor. Because there are some constraints we're going to need to honor in order to keep everything moving forward in a healthy, aligned way. And that's what Holacracy uses to evolve an organization. So what drives change in the system is tensions, which is the feeling we get when we sense a gap between what is and what could be. And I don't mean that word in a negative way. It's just an experience of tension. It becomes negative if we can't do anything with it. That's when it becomes stress and pain. But when you can work out tension, right, it's generative. So the goal of Holacracy in a nutshell is that anyone in the company who senses a tension, something that could be better, anywhere in the company, no matter what their position, what their role, anyone anywhere in that company needs somewhere to go to be able to change the system given their tensions. The goal is any tension can be rapidly and reliably processed into meaningful change anywhere in the organization. If you can do that, whatever system you're using, you will have a responsive, conscious organization responding to everything coming up into its awareness, because we are the eyes and ears and fingers of our organizations. We sense things on their behalf. If we can't take what we sense and drive improvement, we do not have a responsive, conscious organization.